finalists in this category are the Western Desert, Naupar, Walcha, Palinjaku, Judiku Aboriginal Corporation. This small non-government community-controlled health service based in Alice Springs aims to improve the lives of people suffering from end-stage renal failure. The organisation helps them maintain links with family and country and has played a major role in getting government to rethink policy and resourcing for services in remote communities. And can I pay a special welcome to Bobby, Marlene and Sarah from the Western Desert Renal Unit, who are down here today and who I had the great privilege of working with in my previous job in the Cooperative Research Centre for Aboriginal Health. Our second finalist in this category is the Information and Cultural Exchange, or ICE. ICE has worked at the intersection of arts, community and technology in Western Sydney for more than 20 years. Through digital stories, film, urban music and other medium with a pulse or a pixel, ICE projects tell the story and provide the platform for diverse and marginalised voices to be heard in Australian cultural life. Swags for the Homeless is our third finalist. Founded by Tony Clark, Swags for the Homeless distributes backpack beds directly to homeless people in need. By partnering with more than 100 charities across Australia, Swags for Homeless aims to provide homeless people with dignity, self-esteem, health, sleep, comfort and safety. Our fourth finalist is Kids Helpline Boys Town. This free, confidential 24-hour counselling service has been lending an ear and offering support to children and young people aged up to 25 years for a quarter of a century. Kids Helpline has incorporated new technologies over time and has extended into email and web counselling, with more than 466,000 attempts to contact Kids Helpline in the last year. The winner of the 2011 Community Organisation Award is Swags for the Homeless. The backpack beds provided by Swags for Homeless help to provide people who are homeless with a minimum level of dignity as they face severe hardship. Please welcome Tony and Lisa Clark to the stage to accept the awards.
It is a bit of a surprise, and it is very humbling. We save lives across Australia, and the work that we are doing is now taking notice across the world. We revolutionised the whole concept of what to do with this difficult problem when homeless are turned away from shelters, whether it's in Australia, America, the UK. And so, this backpack bed saves lives. The backpack turns into a bed. It's simple, and it works. And this award is not for us. This award is for those who can't be here. Those who are sleeping on our streets, on the bridges, in doorways, in alleys, in things that we would be unfamiliar with. The study results of the backpack bed have shown that it does work. And we do partner in Australia 139 charities. But what's horrible is that 39 charities have also been turned away. But something that we do We're definitely coalface, and we'd love to help more. And people don't realise that only 2.1 million, that's right, 2.1 million is enough to give one of these terribly homeless person across Australia. People say, go out there and influence nations. This backpack bed is influencing nations. And this backpack bed has won 3 global product design awards. It's in 2 museums in the world, including in Germany, the world's largest contemporary design museum. And it's of course right here in the Powerhouse Museum, right here in Sydney. So this little invention is helping people across the world. We hope, and we all know, that there are homeless. But I really especially hope that governments, especially the Australian government, would look out the window and see what we see, and the almost 200 charities we have in writing screaming of the success, screaming of the benefits of the backpack bed. And we welcome and we are very grateful for the Australian government to have a housing policy focusing until 2020. That's fantastic. But the big question is, what do we do tonight? What do we do for tomorrow night? People don't like to think about that. So we just hope that this award will continue to save lives and help us put forward a case study to the United Nations. Because Australia and other countries, we all have similar problems. But I would like to highlight, Germany doesn't have this problem. Sweden doesn't have this problem. Finland doesn't have this problem. They actually have solutions on what to do when homeless are turned away from shelters. And yet Germany is actually asking for our backpack beds. Charities use it as a tool to reach out to homeless. And many charities say, we've been trying to talk to this person for such a long time. And they've said, can we have one of these backpack beds? And that creates a step to help them. And the Human Rights Charter has dignity focused on it. Dignity. And this backpack bed does give dignity. And when we hand it to homeless, and when the charities across Australia hand it to homeless, the biggest thing I always see is their head goes up, shoulders out, and it's like, wow. Most people cry when they get one of these because they've never been given anything like this. They know the value of it. We haven't heard of any people, of the 3,000 distributed in the last 12 months, we haven't heard of any people selling it, giving it away, because homeless know the value of it. They know if they don't have it, they may well just die. Studies show. Hypothermia, trench foot, are very, very, very everyday things for a lot of homeless across Australia. And this does protect them from the elements. And with dignity, it does it. And with a good night's sleep, you're able to do a lot better. And dignity, I'd like to say again, is the first step to getting homeless back on their feet again so they can be just like you and I.